You've probably heard that a VPN keeps you safe online. Maybe you've seen the ads. Maybe a friend told you to get one. And honestly, they're not wrong. But here's the thing. A VPN doesn't make you invisible. It doesn't hide everything. And if you think it does, you might be walking around with a false sense of security. So let's fix that. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what a VPN hides, what it doesn't, and why that matters. All right, think of the internet like a giant city. A busy, crowded city with millions of people walking around, going to different buildings, talking to each other, doing their thing. Now, in this city, every time you go somewhere, you leave a trail. You walk from your house to the coffee shop, then to the bookstore, then to the bank. And anyone watching the streets can see where you went. They can see which buildings you visited. They can even see what you carried in and out. That's basically how the internet works without a VPN. Your internet provider, websites, even hackers on the same Wi-Fi, they can all see your trail. Now imagine you hire a private car service. You get in the car at your house, the windows are tinted, no one can see inside. The car drives you to the coffee shop, but here's the trick. It doesn't drive straight there. It goes to a big parking garage first. Then, from that garage, a completely different car takes you to the coffee shop. So anyone watching your house just sees you get into a car and disappear into a garage. They don't know where you went after that. That car service? That's your VPN. Now, don't worry, we're going to walk through exactly what this means. Let's start with what the VPN actually hides. First, it hides your route. In the real internet, every time you visit a website, your internet provider can see it. They can see you went to YouTube, then to Amazon, then to Wikipedia. With a VPN, they just see you connecting to the VPN server. That's it. They see you getting into the car. They don't see where the car takes you after that. So your internet provider? Blind. Your school or workplace network? Also blind. That nosy Wi-Fi at the coffee shop? Yep, blind too. Second thing a VPN hides, your location. Well, sort of. Remember that parking garage? That's the VPN server. When you connect to it, websites think you're coming from that garage, not from your actual house. So if you're in New York, but your VPN server is in California, websites think you're in California. This is why people use VPNs to watch shows that aren't available in their country. The website thinks you're somewhere else. You're not lying, you're just arriving from a different garage. Third thing, and this one's big. A VPN hides your data from snoops on public Wi-Fi. Imagine you're at a coffee shop again, but this time you're shouting your credit card number across the room to the barista. Everyone hears it. That's what happens on public Wi-Fi without encryption. With a VPN, it's like you're whispering into a soundproof tube that goes directly to the barista. No one else can hear. Your data is encrypted. Even as a hacker is sitting right next to you, all they see is gibberish. Okay, pause. Let's reset for a second. So far, we know a VPN hides three things. It hides which websites you visit from your internet provider, it hides your real location from websites, and it hides your data from hackers on public Wi-Fi. Got it? Good. Now let's talk about what it doesn't hide, because this is where people get confused. A VPN does not hide what you do on a website. Think about it. You arrive at the coffee shop in your secret car, but once you're inside, you still have to tell the barista your name for your order, right? The coffee shop still knows who you are. Same thing online. If you log into Facebook with a VPN, Facebook still knows it's you. You logged in. You gave them your username and password. The VPN got you there secretly, but you opened the door and said, "Hi, it's me." So no, a VPN doesn't make you anonymous on websites where you have an account. Second thing it doesn't hide, your digital fingerprint. This sounds complicated, but it's really not. Every time you visit a website, your browser leaves little clues. What kind of phone or computer you're using, what size your screen is, what fonts you have installed. All these tiny details add up to a unique fingerprint. And websites can use that to recognize you, even without seeing your real location. It's like wearing a disguise, but you still have the same voice, the same walk, the same weird habit of tapping your fingers. People might still recognize you. A VPN can't change that. Third thing, and this one surprises people, a VPN doesn't hide you from the websites you visit. It hides you from your internet provider. But the website, they still see someone visited. They just don't know where that someone came from. It's like showing up to a party in a mask. People know you're there, they just don't know which house you came from. So if you're doing something a website doesn't allow, the VPN won't save you. They can still ban your account, they can still report you if you're breaking laws. Now, let's talk about the VPN company itself. Because here's the thing. Remember that car service, the one with the tinted windows? Well, the driver can still see where you're going. You've just moved your trust from your internet provider to the VPN company. If the VPN company keeps logs, meaning they write down everywhere you go, then they know your trail. And if someone asks them nicely, or not so nicely, they might hand it over. So choosing a trustworthy VPN matters. A lot. You're not just buying software, you're hiring someone to keep a secret. Let's reset again. A VPN doesn't make you anonymous if you log into accounts. It doesn't erase your digital fingerprint. It doesn't hide you from the websites you visit, and it only works if you trust the company running it. Still with me? Good, because now we get to the big question. Is a VPN actually useful? And the answer is yes. Absolutely, but not for the reasons the ads say. Here's the truth. For most people, a VPN is useful in 3 real situations. 1, you're on public Wi-Fi a lot, coffee shops, airports, hotels. A VPN keeps your data safe from hackers on those networks. 2, you don't want your internet provider building a profile of everywhere you go online. Maybe you just don't like being watched. Fair. A VPN stops that. 3, you want to access content that's blocked in your country, maybe a show, maybe a website, maybe a service. A VPN can help with that. But here's what a VPN won't do. It won't protect you from phishing emails. It won't stop you from downloading a virus. It won't make you invisible to the government if you're doing something illegal. And it definitely won't make you a hacker-proof super spy. I know, the ads make it sound like that. They don't mean to lie, they just exaggerate. Because fear sells, and stay a little more private on public Wi-Fi doesn't sound as cool as become invisible online. Now, I want to be really clear about something. VPNs are not bad. They're not a scam. They're just a tool, like a lock on your door. A lock keeps strangers out, but it doesn't stop someone who has a key. It doesn't make your house fireproof. It doesn't prevent floods. It just does one thing. It locks the door. A VPN is the same. It does specific things really well, but it's not magic. So let's go back to the beginning, back to that city. You've got your private car service now. Your internet provider can't see where you're going. Hackers at the coffee shop can't read your data. Websites think you're in a different city. That's all real. That's all useful. But once you step out of the car and walk into a building, you're you again. If you log into your email, Google knows it's you. If you buy something, the store knows it's you. The VPN didn't erase you, it just changed your route. Here's the thing I want you to remember. Privacy and anonymity are not the same thing. Privacy means people can't easily snoop on what you're doing. Anonymity means people don't know who you are at all. A VPN gives you privacy from your internet provider and from local snoops, but it doesn't give you full anonymity. For that, you'd need a whole different set of tools, and honestly, most people don't need that. Most people just want to feel a little safer online, and for that, a VPN works just fine. So here's the bottom line. A VPN hides your internet activity from your internet provider. It hides your location from websites. It protects your data on public Wi-Fi, but it doesn't hide what you do on websites where you log in. It doesn't erase your digital fingerprint, and it doesn't make you invisible. It's not a cloak of invisibility. It's more like tinted windows. People can't see in easily, but you're still in the car. And you know what? That's okay. Because most of us don't need to be invisible. We just want a little control, a little privacy, a little peace of mind. And that's exactly what a good VPN gives you. Nothing more, nothing less. Now you know what's real and what's marketing. You know what to expect. And honestly, that's more powerful than any ad could ever promise, because now you can make a smart choice. You're not hoping a VPN will save you. You know exactly what it does. And that's the kind of understanding that actually keeps you safe.